Should you decenter men if you want love? Decentering men is trending. Across social media platforms, women proudly proclaim that they're no longer prioritizing men. Instead, they're centering themselves, focusing on careers, travel, personal growth, fitness, financial freedom, or aesthetic goals. At first glance, this sounds empowering, and in many ways it is. For far too long, women have been conditioned to abandon themselves in service of male validation. Reclaiming your time, energy, and attention can feel like liberation. But let's pause for a moment and ask, is this trend right for you? If you're a woman who deeply desires partnership with a masculine man, love, companionship, marriage, or family, then blindly hopping on this trend might not serve your ultimate goals. Let's unpack why. The origin of the movement. Decentering men became popular as a reaction, an emotional response to years of hurt, betrayal, and neglect that many women have experienced in romantic relationships. Some women joined the movement from a place of self protection, others joined out of frustration, fatigue, or disappointment. And then, of course, there are influencers and content creators who ride the wave for views, likes, and validation of their own pain. That's not to say these feelings aren't valid, they are. Women have been through a lot, emotionally, mentally, and physically. But movements rooted primarily in reaction rather than reflection can lead to imbalance. They solve one problem but may unintentionally create another. Self actualization versus connection. You should absolutely prioritize your growth and fulfillment. It is not healthy to obsess over men or abandon your life's purpose to chase validation. But in the quest for independence, some women push away their innate emotional and biological desire for partnership. The pendulum swings too far. We are wired for connection. For most women, especially feminine essenced ones, a loving relationship with a masculine man can offer support, structure, and a sense of safety. And there's no shame in desiring that. Feminine energy thrives in connection, emotion, and relational intimacy. To deny that core need can feel empowering in the short term, but leave a woman emotionally depleted in the long run. The danger of unchecked narratives. Many social media narratives treat men as the enemy, oppressors to be outsmarted, avoided, or emotionally punished. But when you ingest that energy repeatedly, you start to see the world through a filter of suspicion, resentment, and hyper-independence. This doesn't just hurt men, it hurts you. When your energy is laced with contempt, bitterness, or fear, you unconsciously repel the very love you desire. The law of vibration isn't just a spiritual idea, it's observable in real life. Your mindset, your words, your tone, and your beliefs all contribute to the energetic field you walk around with. That field either invites intimacy or pushes it away. A balanced feminine perspective. This message isn't for every woman. It's for the women I meet in my coaching practice, women who crave love but are afraid to admit it, women who've been hurt and told themselves they'd never need a man again, women who secretly cry at night even though their Instagram says soft life and solo travel. If this is you, hear me clearly. It's okay to want a man. It's okay to desire partnership. It doesn't make you weak or regressive. It makes you human. The real risks of decentering men without discernment. Let's look at how this trend can backfire if you're not intentional. 1. You might confuse healing with avoidance. Healing from past wounds takes time, but avoiding men altogether can stunt your growth. You can't improve at relationships by swearing them off. You grow by healing, learning, and trying again with better discernment. 2. You risk building a wall instead of boundaries. Boundaries say, I respect myself and I expect respect in return. Walls say, I'll never let anyone get close enough to hurt me again. Walls may protect, but they also imprison. 3. You miss out on good men. They exist, men who want to lead, love, support, and build, but they won't pursue a woman who's emotionally unavailable or overly antagonistic. Masculine men don't want to fight for relevance. They want to feel chosen too. 4. You may outgrow the trend and feel regret. Decentering men may feel powerful at 28, but what about 38 or 48? If your heart truly wants love and family, the window may not stay open forever. Love is not a guarantee at any age, and connection requires intentionality. 5. You delay learning relational skills. Being single doesn't teach you how to partner, it teaches you how to be alone. Relationship skills like conflict resolution, communication, and compromise are learned through trial, error, and humility. The longer you delay that process, the harder it can feel when you finally decide to engage. 6. Achievement cannot replace intimacy. You can build the business, buy the house, and travel the world and still feel lonely at night. Success is sweet, but it doesn't hold you when you're scared or celebrate with you when you win. Human connection is still irreplaceable. 7. Some single women are not happy and they won't admit it. I talk to them all the time. Women who have done everything right but feel emotionally starved. They've mastered independence but have forgotten how to receive love. And when a good man does show up, they don't know how to let him in. Why stability still matters. Despite the cultural noise, most masculine men still value family, legacy, and leadership. Many are wired to provide, emotionally, physically, and financially. And many women thrive in those dynamics when they feel safe, cherished, and respected. Not every man will abuse power. Some men are the reason women have made it through life. They've opened doors, helped raise children, paid bills, built businesses, and loved with commitment and honor. Let's not throw those men away in our collective pain. The truth about feminine power. Being feminine doesn't mean being passive. It means being receptive, soft, open. It means having the discernment to choose who gets access to your heart and the wisdom to know when to walk away. You don't have to center men, but you shouldn't demonize them either. Balance is key. Final thoughts. Choose consciously, not reactively. This isn't about returning to outdated gender roles or surrendering your dreams for a man. It's about aligning your actions with your desires. If you want love, stop pretending you don't. If you want a husband, don't mock marriage. If you want masculine leadership, don't lead with contempt. If you want to be chosen, be choosable. Make room in your heart for what you say you want. You don't have to think about a man 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But if love is a goal for you, be honest with yourself about what's required to receive it. The right man doesn't need to be your entire world, but he should feel welcomed in it.